Hey everybody, in this video I am going to cover the process to create a Gmail and YouTube account. Now this subject may seem a little bit out of place, however I advocate using YouTube as a method to drive traffic to create your email lists. If you're new to the channel, I discuss strategies and techniques for building email lists. If you're interested in learning more about building email lists, be sure to check out the first link in the description. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. How to search for a YouTube channel name. First thing I want to do is head on over to youtube.com, and as YouTube loads up, right at the top there's a search bar. In that search bar, what I want to do is search for my potential channel name. In this case, what I want to do is I'm just going to search for the name List Building. Go ahead and push enter. And what it will do is it will go out and search for matches to the words list building. But we're not just looking for any matches. We're looking for channel names. So the thing I need to do is filter just simply for channel names. And the way that I do that is come right into here, click the filter button. The second row or second column in the second row down says the word channel. We're going to click on channel. That's going to create a filter showing just channel names that have the words list building in here. As you can see, there are 3 that have just the name list building, and then there's some more that contain the words list building and then other names, crash course, resources, and so forth. So the name that I had originally thought about using is list building resource. I see that there's a list building resources with an S here. So I could still go ahead and use that channel name, List Building Resource. And as you can see up here, List Building, List Building, List Building, you can use the same name as somebody else's channel. So I think that I would just use the name List Building Resource. So as I type it again, and I do the filter again. This time it comes up with 4 list building resource, or excuse me, just list building channels. And list building resources is down here. So I think I'm going to be good to go with the words list building resource, singular, not plural. And even though this is very close to this, it's the same subject matter. But as you can see up here, there are 4 channels that have the same name, and it's completely acceptable. So there you go. That's how you search for a channel name. How to create a Gmail account, or rather the first step is to search to figure out whether or not the name of the Gmail account that you want to use is already taken or if it's available. So the first step is just to go head on over to gmail.com, and that will bring up this page here. And what we're going to look for is either the create an account up here, create an account down here, someplace wherever they decide to put it in the future where it says create an account. We're just going to click on one of those buttons, and that will bring up a form to start filling out to create your Google account. So for this step, we are not going to fill in our first name or last name, because all we're looking to do is just see whether or not our whatever name at gmail.com is available or if it's taken. So what I'm going to try is list building resource at gmail.com. List building resource. Spelled it right? Yep. Hit enter, and it comes back and it says that username is taken. Try another. And of course it's in red. Yep, these are in red as well as the password, because we haven't entered it yet. All we're concerned with at this point is just to see if our email name that we want, email name, whatever the name is at gmail.com, whether it's available or taken. So this one is taken. I'm going to try just the word email, list building resource, and see if that is available. I just type that in the front, hit enter, and it comes back, and now it's no longer red, indicating that that username for a Gmail account is available. From this point, what you would do is just enter your name, first name, last name, create a password, and go ahead and hit next, and then follow the prompts in order to create your Gmail, which creates a Google account and allows you to get things like your YouTube account. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Before I go on to the third step of the process, I just want to recap. What we did was we went over to YouTube and we found potential channel names. And then we went to Gmail and we found an email address name that would work for us. So the third step is to actually fill this form out. And in the last step, all I did was I just filled out this section right here. But now what we're going to do is we actually would go through and fill out the process. And what I want to point out to you is in the first step, we figured out what our channel name wanted to be. What we do in order to create that channel name is when you create your Gmail, you create a Google account. That Google account takes the first and the last name over to YouTube and creates the channel name. So when I created my channel, this is over here on YouTube where it says essential email list building resource at gmail.com was the email address that I created. And what I did was I put essential email right here, essential email. Once it's created here, if you want to edit that, you can just go to your manage Google, or it says manage your Google account, and it brings up this page right here. Now this is our Google account management. If I went over here to where it says personal info, right here where it says name, now this is the Google account manager, where it says name, if I were to edit that, see where it says first name and last name? This first name and last name is what's taken to create the channel name right here. So therefore, when we are creating our Gmail account, our first name and our last name is going to be the name of our channel. And that's the most simplest way that you create your YouTube channel, is to create a Google account. You create a Gmail in the process, a Gmail account, a mail account, and whatever you put in here for your first name and last name is going to be your channel name. And if you decide to change it, you can change it by managing your Google account, and that comes eventually. I'll go back to show you. So it would come to home when I clicked on this from YouTube. If I want to manage it, it says I don't like the name that I chose initially when I did this process here, so I can come over here, manage my Google account. That brings me up over to here to the home page, and again we press the personal info, and then where it says name, that would be the name that I put in right here, and I can edit that after the fact, after the account's already created it, and I take the first name and the last name and I could change it to whatever I want my channel name to be. And that's the way you create a personal YouTube channel and a Gmail account all in one. So I hope this video was of value to you. Do me a favor and leave comments in the comments section, especially if you have something you would like to know as it relates to email marketing. Those comments allow me to build content that you want to see. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.